Hey, happy campers, Todd here, Great American RV SuperStores, and today we're going to go over the operation and maintenance of our Dometic furnace. Now you'll have two different styles on the outside for this Dometic furnace. Some you may see just this silver exhaust cover, and others will be accessible with this large rectangular cover right here. For both, the operation is the same. Of course, before we go into any further, we want to talk about safety. Anytime you use any of your gas appliances, you want to make sure your CO detector and smoke detector are working properly. And we also want to make sure that our system is getting checked once a year. You want to have that leak check done on your gas system. This ensures you don't have any leaks that you don't know about. So operation of our furnace is pretty simple. We go to our thermostat, we kick it on furnace, make sure you're on gas and not electric. Some units may have electric heat pumps in their rooftop airs. For this one, it's going to be under the gas function. That gas function is going to kick on once we've raised our thermostat over that room temperature. You're going to hear the fan kick on first, and after a little bit, you'll hear a clicking noise. From there, you will hear the system try to ignite. That system will ignite, go ahead and get that room up to temperature. Then the burner is going to shut off and the fan is going to operate for a little while until it cools everything down, and then the fan will shut off. Now we'll have our furnace ducts that are either run through the floor or there'll be vents down low. Of course, that furnace duct that's furthest away from this furnace is going to have the least amount of airflow in there, so keep that in mind. Now let's talk about if our furnace didn't ignite. We heard the clicking noise go through several times. Now it's not doing anything. Well, that system is probably locked out, and we need to go to our thermostat, turn it off, and turn it back on again to activate that system again and try to get it to ignite. We may have some air in the line. So I suggest before you go run and do that, make sure that your tanks are on and go over to the stove top, kick that stove on, make sure you have a nice pretty blue flame, and then go initiate that system. This will help purge any air that's in the system out. From there, if our system still won't ignite after you've tried it 3 or 4 times, get in touch with one of our service stations and let's make an appointment so we can figure out what's going on. Now let's say our system does nothing. We've activated the thermostat and that furnace isn't even trying. Well, the main thing that you can check is that you have good 12 volts. We have to have 12 volts for this unit to operate. It does not operate off of anything but that and the gas. So make sure you have a good battery, that your charging system is kicked on, and also you can go over to that fuse panel on the interior and make sure that you don't have a burnt fuse in relation to the furnace. Now on this unit, this exhaust cover and main cover are removable, so let's check that out. So we've removed all our screws, pulled this off, and now we can see the interior of our furnace. Now here we can see a reset switch. In the event that your unit isn't working, you can also come and check that, make sure that it's not in the off position. Kick that back on and try to reinitiate your system. Dometic does provide some fairly easy diagnostics on theirs. This is the board. You can see a little red LED light in the back. And up on top of the fan motor, we can see this ignition control diagnostics. Based on the number of flashes of that red LED light, this will tell us what's going on with the actual furnace. Besides that, there's not a whole lot more that you want to mess with in here unless you're experienced. We have our control board right here, we have our gas valve over here, our exhaust, and this is our fan motor right here. Pretty much all of that we want to go over with diagnostics. Like I said, if it's not operating still, you want to go ahead and bring it in to one of our service stations, call or book an appointment online. Now a few tips on maintenance. We want to make sure that our sealant is nice and good around this unit. We don't have any cracks or any peeling. To make sure that we don't have any water get into our interior. We also want to make sure that our gasket on our cover is good and not deteriorating over time. That allows water to come in and mess up that board or get into the interior of our unit once again. You also want to blow this exhaust out. You don't have to pull all this off to do it. Just get you a little air gun that you can hook up to an air compressor and blow out any dust, dirt, debris, bugs, nests, whatever might have gotten in there while you weren't using that unit. Now they do have little bug screens that you can put on these exhaust covers to help eliminate that. And manufacturers of these appliances will tell you that those need to be pulled off during operation. It can reduce flow. So keep that in mind. If your system isn't working properly, pull that cover off and give it another shot and see if that fixes the problem. We hope you enjoyed our video on Dometic furnaces. Keep watching for more. Click like, subscribe, notify, all those awesome things. Share our videos and keep watching here at Great American RV SuperStores, where we bring the how-to to you.
Making memories, one week.